you're on a desert island, lying on a sun-kissed beach, when lo and behold you spot a hunky male leaning against a palm tree. He asks if you'll rub coconut oil on his back as he slowly takes off his shades. What does your heart do? Well, I think it's going to do a bit of a bungee jump. You suddenly realise it's Jordan Knight at number 5, Gary Barlow at number 4, Howard Donald at number 3, Robbie Williams at 2. And at number 1, it's Mark Owen, this year's most fashionable male.
The award for most fanciable male star, Mark.
Are you doing okay? We love you. Thank you very much, Sid.
Okay, we got one more here. This one says, to the best dancer in pop. Now, wait a minute here. Now, it has Jason's name on it. Wait a minute. We're going to sit this out right here. Right next to your little bunny. Right next to your bunny. That's for you. Now, hold, wait a second. Now, I got a couple moves myself, you know. So hold on. Now see, this is my playground here. This is my room here. This is my thing. So drop a beat for me. Drop me a beat. Okay.
Music. Let's go, Fresh. Let's do it. Say Will. That wasn't bad, man. That wasn't too bad. But where was the spins and the turn? Let me show you some spins and turns.
Congratulations, best dancer in pop, Jason Arn.
Gary Barlow was born on the 20th of January 1971 at home in Frodsham, Cheshire, to proud parents Marjorie and Colin. He was educated at Frodsham High School, where his mother also worked as a science technician. His father used to be a product manager at United Kingdom Fertilizers. It was his parents who were responsible for encouraging his interest in music. When he was 11 years old, they gave Gary a choice of whether he wanted a keyboard or a BMX bike for Christmas. Gary chose the keyboard, and within about 2 weeks he had mastered it. His father believed he had discovered a great talent in his son, and so spent £600 to buy Gary a professional keyboard, and within about 6 months he had mastered that too. Gary's first stage experience came when he was cast as Joseph in Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat at his first school, Weaver Vale. He graduated with 6 O-levels in music, art, maths, English language, technical drawing, and computer studies. But by that time, his mind was on other things. When Gary was 10, he appeared at the Connors Quay Labour Club Presents Star 1984 Talent Contest. He played the song A Whiter Shade of Pale. The audience lapped it up, and as the night drew to a close and the results were announced, he came second. But the secretary of the club came up after the show and offered him a job to play every Saturday night for £18. When Gary was 13, he formed a duo with a girl he'd met at school called Heather. They covered Carpenter's songs and toured the local clubs. It was difficult fitting in this lifestyle while still studying his schoolwork. When he was 14, he was offered a job at the Halton British Legion Club in Runcorn, doing 4 gigs a week: Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday dinner, and Sunday night. It was 8 p.m. to 2 a.m., but it was a top club, and he backed the likes of Ken Dodd and was being paid £140 a week. The following year, Pebble Mill ran their school carol competition, A Song for Christmas. Gary wrote his carol called Let's Pray for Christmas. His music teacher, Mrs. Val Nelson, encouraged him and helped him with the songwriting. One day, he was in gym class when Mrs. Nelson came in and said, "We're in." He was invited down to the London studios at West Heath in West Hampstead. It was the first time he was ever to be in a recording studio, and there he met Bob Howes, who recorded the session in half an hour.
They may be tired, but they're here, and even though Howard and Gary aren't here, they are here with me, really. Yeah. But they're writing, aren't they? They're busy writing.
Yeah.
We hope. Anyway, it's great to have you guys on. We've got loads of questions, as you can imagine, for all 3 of you, so I think we're going to go straight to the phones. Hello, line 1, who's there? Hello, line 1, have you passed out yet?
Hello.
Hello, line 1.
Hi, this is
Anne-Marie,
Jane
can you
from
hear me?
Ipswich.
Hello, it's for Gary.
It's for Gary, okay.
Gary, yeah, it's all right. Yeah.
Fine, the other 2 will go. What's your question?
If the band was asked to perform a song for the song contest, what would it be?
Well, I don't really know.
Is that the Eurovision Song Contest?
Yeah.
You mean? Okay, Gary, away you go.
I think I'd have something to do with animals and peace in my song for the Eurovision Song Contest. There's Gary Barlow's answer.
Oh, Gary, that was fantastic. Would you like to add anything to Gary's answer, or you probably don't need to say anything else, do you?
No, Gary said it all.
Gary said it all.
Gary's
Gary's the spokesperson.
Would you have matching outfits though if you did a Eurovision Song Contest?
Matching who?
You know, matching outfits. You know, all those brightly coloured.
Oh
ones,
yeah,
don't they?
glitter and all that.
Yeah.
Lights and that, yeah.
Spangly jackets.
Right.
Thanks very much for your call, Anne-Marie.
Thank you very much.
Let's take a question from Sheena.
If your best friend were asked what your best and worst features about you, what would they say?
If your best friends were asked what your best and worst features were, what would they be?
Say my worst is I don't phone them enough.
So you keep in touch
But
with
your
your
best,
mates,
but your best feature is.
I phone them too much, probably. Probably sick of speaking to me.
So, yeah,
I think.
I get that, but yeah.
Is that your little joke? Was that your little joke?
The little jokes tour.
What about you, Jason?
I think somebody should ask Howard a question there, because there's not Howard here, Howard.
Howard, what do you think?
No, I think my friends might say that I'm alright, really. I'm a good guy, and I can't think of any bad features, funnily enough.
Oh, you're
Sorry,
too
no,
perfect.
I'm not conceited, but I can...
You're just 100% perfect. Robbie, what about you?
My friends haven't got a nice word to say about me.
Haven't we?
No.
I like your hair. I like his new haircut.
That's his nice new feature.
That's
Can I just ask you something about your haircut? I read somewhere that you said you got a bit carried away with shaving it. Is that true? Was it?
Well, that did happen, but I was at a party with my friends and I fell asleep in the living room and woke up and I got no hair.
I
All
see.
eyebrows.
Well, we'll just go straight back to the phones on that note then,
Okay.
Robbie. Thank you very much. Hello, line 2. Who's there?
It's Anna Chill from Brighton.
Hi, Anna. What's your question?
What do your family think about your new image?
Don't know. I haven't asked them. No, my mum's very cool. Where are we? My mum's very cool. Hi, Mum. She says.
She likes it.
She just says whatever you want to do, son.
Because she loves you the way you are.
She loves me for what I am, not what I look like.
My mum likes mine too. My mum thinks mine's dead good. And she can't find any bad points about me either. She thinks I'm alright.
When Howard got home with his new image, I was speaking to his mum and his mum shouted, "There's a gypsy at the door." He's got his eye pierced and his hair's all like...
I know, and is his pierced eyebrow better now?
It's getting there, yeah.
Is it?
Slowly,
What's
Yeah, I'll be there though. It was dead funny.
And is your nose okay, Mark? I'm a bit worried. That
No, that's fine.
Good.
It's okay.
Do you like our new image, Anna?
What do you think of it?
Don't you like it?
I love it, yes.
Oh,
She
you
loves it. How did I know you were going to say that? Thanks very much for your call.
You know you love it.
Let's take a question from Dahlia. Dahlia, where's your question?
Have you any plans to record the Christmas hit? If so, have you recorded it
Oh
yet?
no, that's something I was going to mention. For all the
Tell them about
people that are going out there and putting money on us for the Christmas #1, don't bother. We're not releasing them.
You're not.
No.
No.
Definitely
Hey,
not.
but have yourself a merry little Christmas anyway.
Put it on there.
Would you like to sing that?
No.
No.
Okay, so we've heard it here. There is no... Oh, that's lovely.
Thank you.
We'll go straight back to the phone. Hello, line 3, who's there?
It's Lindsay from Wrexham.
Hi, Lindsay, what's your question?
When you're on stage, do you recognise fans from one night to the next, especially if they're wearing those flashing red
Oh
hoods?
yeah, we do. Yeah, it's funny really, because we do, looking out into the audience, we get a lot of people coming twice or 3 times, or 36 times.
Really?
Some fans come 36 times.
Who's that? What's your name? Pardon?
Lindsay.
Lindsay. Weren't you in the 3rd row at Birmingham?
No, well, I was in the 4th row in Manchester.
Recognise your voice.
Yeah.
See,
I reckon
if
she was that
anybody
babe.
thought that Take That don't recognise your fans, you do, you know all of them, don't you?
No, all of them individually.
Yeah.
Especially the ones at the back.
I'm the
Did you
star
see me?
signs.
Did you see me?
Yeah, we saw
I was
you.
that one with a huge 20-foot banner saying, I love Take That.
No,
Which is
especially
fake.
Jason.
Yeah, obviously, especially Jason and Gary.
Because I can't find anything wrong with him.
Right. Okay, let's take a question from Anna. Anna, where are you?
Hi.
What's the most complicated dance routine on your tour at the moment?
Probably Sure. Isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's a new one.
Sure, the new single.
Yeah, that's a difficult
Yeah,
one.
that's the most difficult one. Very difficult and energetic. Doesn't half leave you
Is it just
exhausted
because
after
it's
you've
a
done
new
it.
one, do you think? It's because it's,
Yeah,
you know,
you've got to
just
think a
learned
bit
it.
more about it.
Yeah, there's a lot of moves in there. It's quite intricate.
Sorry, Jason. The
Sorry,
first
Matt.
3 songs are very fast, and the opening's usually the hardest bit. After we finish the first 3 songs, we're all panting for breath and a little bit tired. But it gets easy from there.
I was going to say, do they get easier, like the dance routine to pray and things like that? Do they get easier the more you do them?
That's not an easy routine, I'll have you know.
No, I'm sorry. That's because I'd like to be in it.
No, we pace the show. We do some quick routines and then we do a ballad and we'll get our breath back and stuff.
Yeah.
We need
Good.
to.
I'm glad to hear it. Let's go back onto the phone. Hello, line 4, who's there?
Hi, it's Keely Capel from Staines.
Hello.
Hi, Keely, what's your question?
Has anything gone wrong at your tour? And do you like your backup group? What do you think about them?
Oh, is that the young kids, or do you mean the support act?
Your young kids?
Yeah, they're brilliant. They're only young lads, and I think they're having a good time coming around on the road, you know. They have a tutor with them, and they're well looked after. Good kids.
They're probably watching us on the telly now.
Yeah.
Right, boys.
They get more fans than us now, you know.
So who is backing you? Who's your support group?
No, there was
Support group, there's Chaos. They
Yeah.
come on before us.
Ultimate Chaos.
Ultimate Chaos, sorry.
Lulu.
And there's Lulu, Ultimate Lulu.
The Ultimate Lulu.
Yeah, the Ultimate Lulu.
And Ultimate Chaos are actually on Live and Kicking next week.
Yes,
Yeah, good lads they are.
It is. So, okay, thanks very much for that call. Let's take a question from Sarah.
How do you keep thinking up new ideas for your show?
I'll leave it to you. I'll actually leave it to start and I'll leave it up to you lot, don't I?
Leave it up to the people with the ideas.
Yeah.
Mark.
To be honest, with there being 5 of us, it's quite easy. And some of the ideas that you see on this tour, we had it like a couple of years ago. We just couldn't afford to put them together. We're always thinking of new ways of doing things. And when you get a new album out, that gives you a lot of new inspiration because it's different songs and that.
What about the dance routines, though? Is that more you, Jason?
Yeah, it's all Jason.
No, it's not.
You're a dancer, really, aren't you, as well? I mean, you're a trained dancer.
I'm not trained now. But, I've been dancing since I was normal now.
Yes,
I wish I went to ballet school.
Yeah.
But
Go on, Sam.
no, I went to body popping school, man. No, I'm not a trained dancer, but I've been dancing since I was young, and yeah, I help put the routines together.
Howard Donald was born in 1968 in Droylsden, Manchester, at 8:30 in the morning to parents Kathleen and Keith. When he was about 8 years old, his parents were divorced. His mother remarried his stepfather, Mike. His father, Keith, used to be a Latin American dance teacher, and his mother was a singer, so music was in his blood from an early age. His first school was Moorside Junior School in Jorsden, Manchester. He later moved on to Little Moss High School for boys, but left there with just 3 GCSEs in English, Maths and Geography. He did not enjoy school and used to play truant. He once stayed off school for 5 weeks, but was once found out and caned. Howard left school at 16 and joined a YTS training scheme with a firm of vehicle painters in Manchester. At the end of his training course, he got a job doing vehicle restoration at a company called Wimpole Garages. He still keeps in touch with his workmates there.
104.1 Today FM. Our special guest live. Take that.
Hello, Today FM.
Guys, whenever you're talking, can you move relatively close to that? If I do that, can you come in? If I do that, can you move back? And you've got your own mic. Gary gets his own mic because you write the song.
I write the song. I get my own mic.
You write the song. How you going, guys? You good?
I told the DJ that my name's Gary and I write the songs. Changed all our names for this interview.
FM Top 30 Night Crew live at Studio 2 tonight. Take that! Hey! Welcome along! Hey! Oh, come on. Get your Aussie whistle together, Robbie. Come on. Now you put your finger in there.
Where's your lovely?
Oh, hey! Beautiful.
That's the line.
Well done, Jason. Thank you very much. Now, you guys, I've read that you guys love a good time. Are you always having a good time? Is Take That's Life one big party?
We can't get enough of having good times, can we?
Yeah, we love it. We love it, us.
We've had a great time since we got here. You know, we went on a harbour cruise. Our record company took us on a harbour cruise. We saw the whole of Sydney Bay. And then we went to the zoo and saw the kangaroos and that, the crocodiles.
So
that was good.
We'll take this. It is Prey. It's a debut tonight on the Top 30 Countdown. We're very pleased for you guys tonight at number 23. Check it out.
Oh, yeah. Wow. This is one I wrote. This is one I wrote.
Okay, is your radio turned up? And totally off?
You know, we do so many interviews, radios and magazines. Sometimes we have to So we had to make it entertaining, you know, change it around a little bit, just for our own entertainment really, because we've done so many.
Leighton loves Robbie. Not a problem.
I thought she was saying that one. Come on, take that album, Lynn. You want to take that album?
Yeah, I like that song.
I like the songs, you know.
Do you really? Yeah. You've done a wonderful job.
Bye-bye.
We gotta thank you very much for coming in and seeing us tonight.
It's been an absolute pleasure. Our pleasure.
Top the list and our mascot. Oh man. Hey, listen. Great, isn't it? All the best here in Australia, and all the best with your fantastic career. I mean, thank you. It is fantastic.
Jason Orange was born at 7:30 a.m. on the 10th of July 1970 at Crumpsall Hospital in Manchester, 20 minutes before his twin brother, Justin. His parents, Jennifer and Anthony, were divorced while he was still young. Jason's first school was Haveley Hay School in Wythenshawe, Manchester. He then moved on to South Manchester High School, which he left at 16. He got a job at a company called Direct Works after a year's YTS as a painter and decorator, and became a full-time apprentice for 4 years. Jason shared a house with his brother Simon, who was a financial salesman. Simon was married at 19 and divorced at 21, and has a little daughter called Stephanie, Jason's niece. His other brothers, Dominic, is a painter and decorator, Samuel, still at school, and Oliver is the youngest brother.
Me and you can be open and honest with me. What do you think of this place, Aussie?
Well, the first 2 days we had off, didn't we? Which was very nice.
It was, yeah.
We got to sample a bit of the nightlife, didn't we?
We did, we went to a few clubs, didn't we?
It was alright, it was okay. Got to sample the Australian wine. Okay. Not as good as the French, mind you.
French wine's good, isn't it?
Yeah, French wine. But the weather. Is this winter?
Yeah.
And then it's hot.
This is winter, isn't it?
I wish our winters were like this. I wish our summers were like this.
Mark Owen was born on the 27th of January 1972 at his family home in Oldham. His mother, Mary, worked as a supervisor at a bakery in Oldham, supplying cakes for Marks and Spencer's, along with his sister, Tracy. His father, Keith, was a decorator and supplier of wallpaper. He first went to school at Havershaw School in Oldham, and later moved on to the Holy Rosary Junior School, where he excelled at sports. He was very keen on football and played for his local team, Hollingwood. He also tried for some professional teams, including Rochdale, Huddersfield Town and Manchester United. He left school at 16 with 6 GCSEs in art, English, maths, RE, physics and economics. He got a job at a shop called Zootis in Oldham, a men's clothes shop, and then moved to Barclays Bank. It was while working at Barclays that he met Gary.
Out of my tree, Robbie. I should say Robbie underneath. Robbie, go out of it. Oh. Could take one home and use it as a rub something back.
Robbie Williams was born on the 13th of February 1974 at the Royal Infirmary in Newcastle under Lyme. At the time, his family were living in the Red Lion pub, next to the Port Vale football ground. His parents were later divorced. His father is the well-known comedian Pete Conway, who now works as an entertainment manager on holiday camps in places like Scarborough and Great Yarmouth. His mother, Teresa, used to be the landlady at the pub that they ran. Robbie first went to school at Dolly's Lane School in Stoke, and later moved on to Mill Hill Primary School. His high school was St. Margaret Ward. Robbie left school at 16 with 9 GCSEs. He was a keen amateur dramatist and performed at the Theatre Royal in Stoke-on-Trent in many shows, including Oliver Twist, in which he starred as the Artful Dodger, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, Pickwick, Fiddler on the Roof, The King and I, Hans Christian Andersen, and many more. His first job after leaving school was selling double glazing with a local firm. He later joined Take That.